Here we go. YouTube video number 2. Inshallah, Juma Mubarak as usual. On the way home from work, and this time I am holding the camera sideways. I'm not actually looking at the camera. Let me look at it real quick. Hopefully that I'm on there properly. And this is what I did this week in terms of action taken. Because this video is about taking action. I think I mentioned that last time. So, a couple weeks ago, or about a week ago, I learned of 2 opportunities. The first opportunity was that a new position was being advertised at my job. And I said, you know what? I want to go for this position. But something in my mind told me that, no, don't go for it, because you're not going to get picked for it. So I almost backed out. So what I decided to do was, which is what I should have done in the first place, was I went home that day and I prayed istikhara, the prayer of decision. Then later on that evening, or perhaps the next day, I checked my thoughts and I checked my feelings, and I thought to myself, I'm going to go for this position. And here's the thing with istikhara. When you pray istikhara, you resolve the matter to Allah. So it doesn't really matter what happens. You can, in my case, you can get the position if that is, if it's good for your dunya and your akhirah, alhamdulillah. Or Allah can withhold the position for you if it's better for your akhirah. Okay? So I'm cool with that. That's one thing I like about Islam, is that we rely on Allah. So, it doesn't matter how hard things get, inshallah, we can handle it. There's no burden greater than what we can bear. Next opportunity was, I said, all right, I gotta start. I need to improve my communication skills. I'm all right on YouTube because I'm just talking to my phone. But in real life situations, I need to be able to engage people effectively, capture their attention, and be able to deliver my message. So, what did I do? I signed up for meetup.com, and actually what I did was I Googled public speaking Atlanta, because I'm in the Atlanta area. And I found this website, this person, his name is, I'm not going to say his name. I don't want to put him out there like that yet. Maybe in the future. But anyways, he has a group on meetupatlanta.com. And he has a public speaking event that he conducts every once in a while. So I signed up. All right. And I said, all right, cool. I'm going to go to the public speaking thing. So, and what it was supposed to be was a public speaking workshop. So to give us techniques on how to speak and actually how to deliver, how to move around and engage the crowd. So as the, follow-up emails came, I finally ascertained that we're going to have to get up there and speak. And I said, uh-oh. And I kind of had that feeling. No, I can't do it. Let me back out. Not this time. I was going to go through with it. So, yesterday, Thursday, it went down. It was at this place called King David Community Center. It was pretty interesting, actually. I went in there rocking the kufi. Sometimes for some reason I don't wear my kufi everywhere sometimes. But today I was like, nah, I want to go all out. Because in some in some situations, unfortunately, I feel like the kufi weighs like 100 pounds on my head. Like he has a kufi on. So I said, nah, I'm gonna do the public speaking and I'm gonna rock the kufi. So I go over there. So the King David Community Center is a Jewish center. And I was like, oh man, this is interesting. So the room that we go into has all this Hebrew on the wall. I was like, is this a synagogue? So that was kind of cool. So the old lady came in. Or actually, some people came in for the thing. There were a couple ladies came in, and I was like, what's going on? What do you guys do? Blah blah blah. Do you public speak? Yada yada yada. So the older lady that works there, she comes in. She's walking around. Nobody's really looking at her. It was weird. Everybody's like sitting in there. It's like you got some foreign characters on the wall. You're not interested in what that stuff means. Anyways, so I said to the lady, I said, excuse me, that's Hebrew? She's like, yeah. I was like, that's cool. So I'm trying to look at it. I'm like, man, this does not look anything like Arabic. Because, Hebrew and Arabic are sister languages, and Aramaic. So, you'd figure that, the words are similar. You think that the letters are kind of, the same. No, that's not the case. So I'm like, are those numbers or something like that? She's like, no, it's Hebrew. I'm thinking to myself, I know it's Hebrew. I have a kufi on my head. I know of the Semitic languages. But anyways, I was like, all right. So I'm like, so she's like, it's the 10 Commandments. I was like, oh, cool. This place is a synagogue. She was like, yeah, it was. But now it was more like a rec center. You saw like kids' toys. There's a stage there and stuff like. So it's like more of like a gathering room. But she said that the rabbi wanted to keep the writing on the wall. I was like, man, that's pretty cool. So she's like, this is the 5 commandments. These are 5 of the commandments on this side. Then in the middle you had this door, and each door had the Star of David on it. And then on the right side you had the other 5 commandments. I was like, do you know Hebrew? Did I miss my exit? She says, no, not really. But this word, and it kind of looked like an N, and she's like, means Torah. I said, wow. It would almost look like it looked like an N pretty much. I was like, wow. So that single letter is actually means like a word. So anyway, that was cool. So I'm gonna probably have to make this a 2-part because we want to keep it less than 10 minutes. So anyway, the guy comes in, everybody else comes in, yada yada yada. All right. So he gets into it. And I'm not gonna explain his techniques and everything. In a future video when I reveal who it was, then you can check it out. But so he gets into it. Talking about how people have irrational fears of public speaking, and that a lot of it is what the breakdown is. It's pretty much mental and physical and all that stuff, and how one good example that he gave was like, he said, what if somebody came up to you, it's nighttime, you go up to your car, all right, all of a sudden, boom, somebody puts a gun to your head. What's going to happen? All your endorphins are going to start going crazy. You know what I'm saying? So either you're going to, many things can happen. You can freeze up. You can, lose bowel control. Somebody's like, you can run. I'm like, not with a gun to your head, but all right. So he's like, all right. So now picture the same situation, but it's a Navy SEAL. Someone pulls up, you're a Navy SEAL, someone puts a gun to your head, what you gonna do? So everybody's like, well, the Navy SEAL already knows that it's time for action. He's gonna experience the same reaction. The endorphins are gonna, go off and everything like that, but he's gonna react differently because he has experience. So his point was, if you get experience with public speaking, where am I? Oops. Okay, I need to stop this video and I'll continue on part 2. Thank you.